Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Math with Gustavus. In this lesson, we'll be adding whole numbers and decimals. Whenever you're adding whole numbers and decimals, there are 4 steps that I'm recommending. Step 1, you change the whole number to decimal. Step 2, you line up the decimal points. Step 3, you fill in zeros as placeholders where necessary. And step 4, you add as usual. That is, you add as if you were adding whole numbers. Let's jump right into some examples. For example 1, we have 14, which is a whole number, plus 8.12. So the first step is to convert our whole number to a decimal. Now we convert our whole number to a decimal by placing a decimal point to the extreme right of the whole number. That simply means 14 will now be 14 point. We leave it as that for now until we are ready to fill in zeros as necessary. Second step is to line up the decimal points. So put decimal point under decimal point. Afterwards, we put in our 8 and then our 1, 2. That's the second step, line up the decimal point. Third step is to put in zeros as placeholders as necessary. So we can put 0 right here, and we can also put 0 right there and also right here. And then the fourth and final step is to add as usual. Let's add. So it's 0 plus 2, which is 2. Then 1 plus 0, which is 1. Then we put back our decimal point. Then we add 4 plus 8, which is 12. We put down the 2 and then carry the 1. And then we add 1 plus 1, which is 2, plus 0, which is 2. So our answer for the first one is 22.12. Let's look at another example. For example, 2, we have 7.58 plus 49. In this case, our whole number is 49. So we're going to write our 7 first. It doesn't matter which one you put first. We could write the 49 first and then the 7.58 afterwards. But let's put the 7 first. So that's 7.58. All right, guys. So remember, we have our whole number right here is 49, right? So 49 is the same thing as 49 point. So our decimal point should be to the extreme right of the whole number. All right, so we can line up our decimal point. That means our 49 will be to the left of the decimal point. Now, after we have lined up our decimal points, what we can do next is to add as many zeros as needed. All right, so we fill in zeros, put in zeros as our placeholders. Then the third step, or the final step, which is the fourth step, is to add as usual. So let's add. So that's 8 plus 0, that will give us 8, and then 5 plus 0, that will give us 5. Then we put back our decimal point. Afterwards, we had 7 plus 9, that will give us 16. Then we carry 1, and then we add 4 plus 1, and that will give us 5. So our answer to the second question is 56.58. Let's look at a third example. In this third example, we have 367 plus 48.5. Our whole number in this case is the 367. So let's write that. So that's 367. Remember now to put your decimal point to the extreme right of the whole number. So that is to the right of the digit that's in the ones place value position. Afterwards, we line up our decimal point. Put decimal point under decimal point. Then we write our 4, 8, and then we put our 5 to the right of the decimal point. After we have done that, we're going to fill in zeros as placeholders as needed. And then lastly, we will add as usual. So let's add. So that's 0 plus 5, that will give us 5. Then we put our decimal point back, and then we add 8 plus 7, which is what? 15. So we put down our 5 and carry 1. Then we add 4 plus 6, which is 10, plus 1, 11. We put on 1 and then carry 1. Then we had 3 plus 1 plus 0. That will give us 4 in total. So our answer to the third question is 415.5. Let's look at one more example for this activity. In this final question, we have 11.897 plus 99. Our whole number is 99. So we can convert 99 to a decimal by adding a decimal point or placing a decimal point to the extreme right of the last digit, which is 9 in this case. Guys, remember now, when you're adding, addition is commutative, so it doesn't matter which one you place first. So in this case, we're going to put the 99 down first. All right. Afterwards, we're going to align our decimal points. Line up our decimal points. Then we're going to put our 11 there. And then we put our 8, 9, 7. Afterwards, we're going to add as many zeros as needed as placeholders. All right. Then we're going to add, which is our final step. So it's 0 plus 7, which is 7. Then 9 plus 0, which is 9. Then 8 plus 0, which is 8. Then we put back our decimal point. Let me write that 8 better. Then we put back our decimal point. Then let's add again 9 plus 1, which is 10. We put down a 0 and carry the 1. Then we say 9 plus 1, that's 11. So we can put down 11 right there, since it's the last set of digits to add. So our answer for the final question is 110.897. Now, guys, we are at the end. And at the very end, here is an activity for you. So I'm asking you to complete this activity. And when you're through, kindly share your answer in the comment section. Afterwards, I'm asking you to share the question with all your friends, your family members, your colleagues, your students. Encourage them to complete the question as well and post it in the comment section. Please share the video with them. Share it with any and everybody that is interested in learning math. Thank you very much for viewing, and see you again soon.